Okay, so thank you so much, Graham, for bringing us the sports. It's still the Monday edition of the Breakfast Show, and today, 4th April, is the birthday of Excellency, the Indian High Commissioner to Ghana, Ruki Ganasham. I hope I got it right. We wish you all the best, and it's coming from all your friends here at GBC, Giftianti, Neo Datilante, El Ankra, and Beatrice Baden, and all the good friends you have here. It's your birthday today. The breakfast show continues, and this morning we're doing a book review, a book called Yarteley. I've done a little reading, but the best person to talk about it is the author, Mr. Joseph Otu Larbi, and he's here with me in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so first I'd like to know a little about you, Mr. Otu Larbi, and how come you came up with this interesting piece.
I come from Latte.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've lived in Accra.
Okay.
For about 20 to 30 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I worked with Bank for Housing and Construction. I worked also with the Food Research Institute.
Okay.
And then I worked with the Onkosukaisi's control program in Ouagadougou.
Okay.
With the West Africa Rice Development Association. In Liberia.
Okay.
I was also in Buake,
Wow.
where there's trouble now.
Okay. So when did you start writing?
I had been writing pieces here and there. I took a course in fiction writing.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was about 25 years old. Yeah. And I wrote pieces here and there. I sent some to Drum. But I seriously started writing just about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. I was working in the office all the time. And when we are in the office, the schedule is very busy. So it was when I went on retirement that I decided to write this book.
Okay, so this is your first
My first book.
Okay.
Yes.
So Yarteley, why the name Yarteley?
You see, when you want to write, there is something we call the muse. That is the interest, where it leads you.
Okay.
And this muse is a memory that I have had with me for a very long time.
Okay.
The muse is, of course, it's about a woman. Yeah. So when I had been wanting to write other things, but I tell you, this year Yarteley will not let me write anything unless I finish with her first.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I decided to. So it's a memory.
It's a memory.
A beautiful memory.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about it. A little gist about it.
Well, as I said, if you look at the back of the book, a young man, black, enters into a train in New York, bound for the Bronx. He has scars on his face, you see. And I'm sure you are looking at me.
But it's a fiction.
Both sides, yes. But you can't write without putting a little bit of yourself inside.
Okay.
There's always this aspect, the autobiographical aspect all the time when you write.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you can't write with your head alone. If you are what you write, your prose is going to breathe life. Then you must put yourself in it. So this young man enters into the train. The train starts, and a lady who is of mixed race complains that he is gaping at her, and he does not turn his head away. He doesn't turn away. So the lady complains again and again, and that is the beginning of the book. It has been written in such a way that it enters into the action right away. Okay. You see, when you write a book, when people go to read, they are reading at a fast clip. These days, there's television, there are these video games and other things. Gadgets, and if you are fortunate and somebody goes to a bookshop and is reading, he can give you only 4, 5, 6 lines. That's all. Okay. And then he will tune you out if he finds that you are going in a roundabout way and not getting to the point. With the Yarteley, it enters into the action right away with the first or two paragraphs. Yes. So it starts on a note of conflict between this young man and the woman. Yes. And then it goes on.
I read the first page and the last page, and I realized that the last page, even though it started with this confrontation at the train station, it ended it ended up with some kind of
like my reviewer Victoria Osebonsu said, on a note of enchantment.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to achieve with this book? Actually,
I wrote this book because sometimes you have something to say. I have something to say. I told you that I've been wanting to write about Yarteley for a long time. So a writer writes because he has something to say. I want to entertain, also to educate. So you write a book like that, and you must, in order to educate people, be able to intuit their reaction. The writer should be able to intuit the people's anticipation, the way they are going to react when they read the book. And to do that, there must be a switching forth of what is in your mind and what is in the reader's mind. So there's this switching on and off, even though when you are writing there's nobody there. But you must be able to imagine what they are thinking about, because otherwise you are going to write a boring, drab, windy book which will not interest anybody. And I tell you, Yarteley is a very interesting book. Intensely interesting.
Well, sure.
Yes.
I read the first page, like I said in the last page, and I think it's something that will be worth reading. Okay, so Mr. Joseph Otu Larbi, thank you so much for bringing this book to us. Yeah, and maybe if you want copies of the book.
If you want copies of the book,
just
you can. So if you want copies of the book, my telephone number is 020-5940-169, or my email address, Joseph Otu Larbi, all in one word. Joseph, the Otu is OTU, Larbi, and at yahoo.com. And finally, I would want to say that if any parent, if this book were to get into the hands of the child, the daughter, or the ward of any parent, and they read it first for the general story, and then they come back to carefully analyze it. If there's any word that is written in high diction, sometimes deliberately, so they look at it and they read generally for the general story, and then you come back,
pick up the wisdom,
the vocabulary, the expressions, the idioms. There's going to be the English, the knowledge in English is going to have a sharp curve. It's going to quantum jump, actually.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Joseph Otu Larbi. So the book is Yarteley, and this morning we've reviewed it, so just go grab a copy. The breakfast show still continues here. Thank you so much.
Do you want to better your grades?